Ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Oakland Athletics. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Vida Blue.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Gio Urshela to the plate.
Gio Urshela.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Ruiz hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Tim Salmon.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch just misses, and the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And here it comes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels go down 1-2-3. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Digging in for Oakland, Ricky Henderson. And he deals. And it is 2-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. And that one in the air center field. Edmonds puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Rickey Henderson.
Well, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. I mean, a member of the 3,000 hit club. Just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat and just work a pitcher. You can learn so much about the art of hitting from just watching this guy go about his business.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Edmonds on the move. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jason.
And now here is Jason Giambi. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a miss. And the count's full. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Next to hit, Reggie Jackson. The next pitch misses. 2-1. Two one now. Now one missed. All right, Singer, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts. And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. One left for Oakland. Scoreless after one. Top of the second. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. His first homer of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. Down the third baseman, Troy Gloss. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next pitch misses. Ball three.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Kicks and deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Comes the 2-2. Got it by him for the K.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. And now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Halos strike first with the solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back in Oakland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Going to count 1-2.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
And it's Aledmys Diaz.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-1 is upstairs. Ball 2. Rooker leads off first with 1 away. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's the veteran second baseman, Tony Kemp. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
And that'll do it. A's strand a couple, still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Caught him looking for the K.
Batting none.
Chad Wallach now.
Number 35. Chad.
Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
And next for the Angels, Tim Salmon. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career.
1 ball.
Strike 2. Urshela off of first with 2 away. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Angels 1 and the A's nothing. Back here in the East Bay, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Ricky Henderson. The 1-1 is fouled off.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Next pitch is outside. And Singy, Ricky's 1,406 career steals is a record that may stand forever. The active leader in career steals isn't even a quarter of the way to that number. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. And the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
And with the extreme crouch of that batting stance, Ricky made pitchers work. His strike zone was as small as it gets. He's looking to get on base any way he can because he knows a single is a triple.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Leading off.
And now Yuri Ruiz. Singy, Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant.
Ricky runs. And a base hit on a line. Runner around third. He'll score and they tie it. It's 1-1, but he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Jason Giambi up next for the A's. He reached on a walk his first time. 1-2 now. In the dirt. Now the tag at third, and they got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP. And the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Reggie Jackson up next for the A's. His first at bat was a strikeout. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
One down. Brent Rooker now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Kicks and fires. Bounce to third. Diving, and he can't make the play. Coming home. Here's the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. He's 0 for 1. And the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Jackson at third. Rooker over at first with one away. Check swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to first. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Aledmys Diaz now.
The shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Ground ball left side. And that ends the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. It's the A's 2 and the Angels 1. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jim Edmonds. Next pitch is outside.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And now it's filled up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him. And there's one down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Next pitch misses inside. 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And now Troy Gloss swings and misses. 1-2. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Angels are gone in order. And our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the inning. Here's Tony Kemp. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time. And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Check swing, now an appeal to third. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. In the dirt. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Now it's Chase Peterson. Lifted in the air, right center field. Edmonds settles under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 24.
Ricky Henderson up next for the A's. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. The pitch. In the air, out towards right center. Renfroe in position. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they still lead it 2-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
The right fielder,
And a 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Brandon Drury to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Rengifo. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one hammered, but pulled foul. In the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in is the speedy Yuri Ruiz.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Matt Moore getting loose out there. Perea, the right-hander, also getting loose. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first on the run. One up, one down.
Well, that was a good job to make sure he had a good handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw. And sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference. Right there, it ended up being a close play, but he got it.
Next up for the A's, Jason Giambi. 1-1 now. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing didn't go. 3-1 now. Now fly ball to right center. Edmonds settles under it. 2 away.
Now back, the right fielder.
Here's the Oakland cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
2 outs. And it's fouled away. Down and in, moved his feet. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They lead it 2-1. Back in Oakland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Chad Wallach.
Chad Wallach.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's Gio Urshela, 1 for 2. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the left fielder, Tim Salmon, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. That's down and in.
2-1.
And that's a little bit high.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-1. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Didn't go.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And here it comes. So now 1-2.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
And that one is inside.
And he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner leads away at second. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He's already homered in this game. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. The 1-1. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First and second, 2 down. And another ball. Two on, 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's the 3rd out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jaime Barria.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
Up next is Oakland.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And 1-2.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering upstairs. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The pitch.
3-2.
The wind and the pitch. Hit hard. That gets through.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Langoliers at first, 1 gone. And pitch in for a strike. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And the right-hander deals. Center field. Edmonds settles under it. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Digging in for Oakland, Tony Kemp. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now
everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Jace Peterson will hit next.
The bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. That one's in there. And the count is 1-2. At the belt and fires. And a ball evens the count. And down on strikes he goes. And the inning is over. A's strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Next pitch is outside. And it's even up.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Raleigh Fingers up and loosening in the pen. Mole getting loose as well. 2-2 now. And now it's filled up.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Hunter Renfroe waiting for a turn at the plate. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one gone.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind to kick the pitch. That one ripped back there. And that one is off the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Vida Blue is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Austin Pruitt.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Brandon Drury, the next to hit for the Angels. So the tying run at second. Out to short, Diaz. Got him.
He's out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Here's a 1-1. There's a strike. Renfroe on at second with 2 down. Next one misses, and it's 2-2. Righty to the plate. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Henderson fires it to the plate, but it's offline. And this game is tied in the 7th.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took the pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit. And that's easier said than done.
So 2 down. Chad Wallach, the next to hit for the. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit as the A's are on top. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Carlos Estevez. This guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Carlos Estevez.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson.
The left fielder.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The pitch. 3-2 now.
That's a really good take.
And that's ball 4.
That pitch is in.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
So digging in, Esteury Ruiz. 1 for 3. "3-1 is on the way." And that's a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Right-handed reliever. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Stays alive. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now the first baseman, Jason Giambi. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And the righty deals. Out to center. Edmonds puts it away. Runner tags at second. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Righty delivers. And that's outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one drilled left field. And it one-hops the wall. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Cut off. Now a throw home. And he's in there as they score a pair on the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Matt Moore.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
One out, runner at second. Here's Oakland's DH, Brent Rooker. Jackson over at second, one down. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Here comes a pitch. In the air to left down the line. Salmon under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this two-run double. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. On to pitch now for Oakland, Raleigh Fingers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Tim Salmon, the next to hit for the Angels. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, tough night at the dish, punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he deals. And there's a ball. Mike Trout hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he walked him.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here's Trout. He's already homered here in this one. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And the pitch. Off the mark there. And now 3-1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
The 3-1. And there's ball 4.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Zach Jackson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up next, Troy Gloss. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
So now 3-2, and that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So a change being made at first base. On a pinch run, Brett Phillips. And next for LA, Hunter Renfroe. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Dennis Eckersley preparing to come on if needed. Mole, a left-hander, also throwing. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous, but no advance from the runners. That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So digging in, Brandon Drury. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Hard hit, base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And it's now 5-4.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
New pitcher on here, Sam Mole.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
First and second, 2 outs. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. The 1-1. Sliced hard but foul. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Last half of the 8th coming up. Angels 5 and the Athletics 4. Now into the ball game on defense, Anthony Rendon. He's the new third baseman. Aledmys Diaz now.
The shortstop.
On paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Aaron Loop appears to be getting loose. And a swing and a miss. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Aaron Loop. He's into the game with the bases empty. Tony Kemp up next for the A's. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now at the plate, Jace Peterson. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now the lefty on the ground to the left. Urshela zips it to first, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. Still down a run. It's 5-4. And welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Chad Wallach. And a pitch.
Ball that's outside.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Gio Urshela steps in. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Tim Salmon digs in now. The 1-1. Good eye right there.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. A big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career. Someone get him that baseball.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today. And this is a milestone he can be really proud of. There are a lot of very good hitters that never get to 300 homers in their careers.
And now the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout. And you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Here's Mike Trout. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Edmonds leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily. Kicks and deals. Left field, way back there. Henderson going back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jimmy Herget. A chance at his first save of the year. So the lineup flips over. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Ricky Henderson. He's a guy who does it all. The 1-1. Found back our way, and that's out of play.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
To third. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
Next up for the A's, Jason Giambi. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Throw to first, and he's back safely. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Reggie Jackson waits on deck. on and miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining. Reggie Jackson up next for the A's.
Really came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
The next pitch misses. 2-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. That's off the mark, and a full count now.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Athletics, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.